Take it, please.
Let me see. Oh, yes. I found the option to record.
I have a little chat that says this call is being recorded.
Yes, me too.
Okay. We can begin with the video. What do you think about the video, Luz?
Well, I think that in that video we can see how children can arrive feel with the cyberbullying of other children or teenagers. In that video, we can see how the guy feels uncomfortable, sad, and finally, I think desperate because I think that he didn't find the way to go out of that problem, but he doesn't look for help, so he decides only to record. And I remember when the mother takes in account that he has that problem.
Yes, of course. Is the situation of this teenager? I remember that he tells us I am trying, and this video shows different bad experience by people that believe to be the best to criticize, humiliate, and make him feel bad in front of others.
Yes.
Yeah. Damage some aspects of his life.
Yes, I remember. Yes.
I was looking at a report for anti-bullying law that Colombia enacts the last year about bullying and cyberbullying. The Minister of Education that 13% of students left schools as a result of bullying in 2011. I think that this number is increased because the most of teenagers and child has the new cell phones that permits that they can speak, give and say message.
Yes.
To be in communication with the others.
Yes, I think that nowadays parents or some parents don't take the necessary control with these technologies, and so children begin to use the internet, the cell phones, and they don't know how to use it, or they don't think that this can make a problem in the future.
Yes. Why do you think the fathers are losing the control in their house, Luz?
Because nowadays children are more, I don't know how to say, parents can't say nothing to them because they get upset or they get aggressive because parents can't say nothing to the children. Or maybe there are parents that they pay the necessary attention for children because they are all the day outside of house because of the work, or I don't know, and they don't think that it makes a problem with the guides.
Yes, it's good. I remember my time when I was a teenager and child. I have a near to my mom I don't know what happened with me if I didn't have them near, because today the child are alone, the children are alone, and the education that they receive is from internet and television. And I think that the actually society is damaged about that, because the people, or we as father and mother, we will believe that they need all the material, house, furnitures, but we don't have the most important, that is time.
Yes.
So I think that is a little consequence that we have give from all these years. Do you have the question about the activity guide, Luz?
Yes, I answered the questions.
Okay. We can begin with the question number 1. Why do you think cyberbullying is taking place among children and teenagers nowadays?
Well, I think that this problem is because of miseducation in teenagers. There is not respect to others. Also, parents don't pay enough attention to their children. And besides that, parents don't inculcate values from home. Also, I think that children and teenagers want attention. Maybe in house they have problems and they behave in a bad way, bothering others. And what do you think?
Okay, yes, I think that is true. That is we are talking about a little moment. I think cyberbullying is taking place among children and teenagers because they have great technology in their hands to communicate their families, but they have to a great risk to be attacked by others that shows first as friends and gain confidence, next damage their lives.
Yes.
We can continue, I think, with the question number 2. As a teacher, Luz, what would you do to prevent cyberbullying among your students?
Well, I think that to prevent cyberbullying, I think that it's necessary to pay attention to the signs and the student behavior. Mood, if they start skipping school, or if they are aggressive behavior. Also, we have to see about the academic performance, if the student is isolated from others. So we have to explain to students through videos of real stories the consequence of these acts, so that they are aware that this problem affects all life and also well-being of a person. I also think that we can teach them of how to use the technologies, the well use of technologies, about cell phones, Facebook, and the others social media to prevent this cyberbullying.
Sorry, Luz, it was my child.
No worries.
Tell me that she's pain with the stomach and headache. Continue, please.
So I think that we have to talk with children and to teach them that they have to learn how to use the social media, all the technologies to prevent this cyberbullying.
Yes, I agree with you with the learn teaching about respect. I think that we can also tell them about other values as responsible by them acts, promoting to respect, honesty. I think all the values that they can find in them house. I think that today's the work of the teachers is more difficult that other time. I remember that we can see that our teachers and now the teenagers think that they can see that they can respond in bad form. I think that the values are losing in these years.
Yes, I agree with you.
Okay, I think that we can continue with number 3. Is similar to number 2.
Yes.
Luz, as a teacher, what would you do if you find out one of your students is being bullied online? What would you do if one of your students is a bully online?
Well, I think that it's necessary to talk first with all students about this problem, explain to them that everyone has a different way of being, a form of expression, and that they have to respect to others. Also, I think that it's important to talk with their parents because they need to know what happened with children, with the victim and the guy that is bothered to the other guy. It's necessary to investigate why they behave in that way, to know what can we do to help them, and to avoid maybe something in the future bad for the children, for the teenagers. I think that
Yes, the suicides are increasing very much this year and last year in Colombia and in other countries. I think about this question that as a teacher we can could help asking with the college director. I think that maybe in some institutions or schools they have a psychology, and I think that is too necessary talk with the person that is behind the computer and the cell phone to know what happened. Maybe have a problem too, and it's necessary to help them too, because I think that is maybe a necessity of attention, of love. I don't know.
yes.
Okay, I think that we continue with the question number 4. Luz, this seems as an interview. So why do you think some children and teenagers have committed suicide pressured by cyberbullying? Is there something that teachers and parents could have done to avoid these situations and prevent their deaths?
Well, I think that maybe it's because children They see only the negative. They don't seek, they don't look for help. They feel alone. Also, they feel desperate. So then the children begin to think bad ideas, and they don't. I think that they get so depressed and desperate. And well, I think that also depends. I don't know how parents teach their children, because I think that the person that thinks in in suicide is, I don't know, maybe that that comes from the past, maybe how the children or the guy feel, maybe problems in the house. So I think that we have to pay attention always about children, that they how is their behave, to talk with him, or maybe to look for a help with a psychologist to prevent that things. I think that.
I agree with you, Luz. I think that we are losing communication in the families. Yes. Maybe the people think that give the child or the teenagers the last cell phone. They have contact, but this is true. But in the dining room, for example, the family is eating and texting. I think that we need to share good time with the kids, to share or to spend time with them, telling, talking with them. It maybe I think that an 80% of the parents don't know the friends for her or his kids. I think that that we as fathers, our mother, we fail if we think that a cell phone can we use as complement or company, because as I grew in previously work,
Yes.
I prefer still a hug to an emoticon.
I understand you. Can you hear me?
I think that we can finish with the question number 5.
Yes.
Do you know of any strategies or campaigns anti-cyberbullying in the world, in Colombia, and the institution where you work? Do you think they really work? Why or why not?
Well, I haven't listened about strategies. However, I was investigating on the internet, and I found that there is a law, that is the 1620 law enforced in Colombia since March 15 of 2013. This law seeks to promote and strengthen public education, and also the strengthening of human rights and healthy living, as well as minimize the rates of bullying and cyberbullying. I also read that public and private educational institutions have made changes to the Manual of Coexistence to create committees and meetings to discuss the issue and propose methods for students to denounce such acts. But I think that maybe not in all institutions they make some of the things, because in news we listen that every day happen situation about this. So maybe no, they or not all institutions make something to help children.
Yes, it's true. I think that here in Colombia we are beginning with the laws. The government began with enact anti-bullying act law, but it's as the most of the laws. The people have to know about them and learn to respect and learn to give the other the space that requires. I was looking or reading that that I was in the beginning of the meeting. The Ministry of Education found 30% of students left school as a result of bullying in 2011. Maybe 4 years after this year, the technology was increasing great steps, and the laws and the laws that protects the child are in the small steps. I think there is the CIWAP, or
Yes.
isn't equal to protect the child here in Colombia.
Yes, I think also that nowadays it's so difficult to prevent that things, because teenagers or children now, they think different and they behave also so different, and it's difficult. But well, I think that maybe in the future they can be better.
The last study said that maybe 7% of all Colombian adolescents between age 12 and 18 have attempted suicide. I think that is because that we are talking before. The fathers need to give the child more time, to give confidence, to recover or improve their communication. I remember that if I was a problem, the first person that knew about that was my mother. So today, the child prepared to tell if they have a problem to her or his friend or other person. The last people that know that they have a problem as they did are the mother or the father, because they don't like to hear his father or mother be worried about that.
Yes, I agree with you.
Do you know any familiar or relative that could have this problem, Luz?
No, in my family, I No, I didn't. I haven't listened about this situation on either in my friends or people that I know. No, no, I haven't listened. Only when we watch the news, I listen that situation. But in my family, no, thanks that.
Do you have children?
No, I don't have children yet.
Oh, you still sleep very well.
Yes, I think that nowadays it's so difficult to have sons because this world is crazy. There are many people, bad people. So I think that if I have a children, or yes, sons, where we have to pay so much attention, or for example, a very well, I don't know how to say. I get stressed with easy. So I think that, well, for example, we are working and the sons in the school or in the garden, and we don't know if they are going to be fine because nowadays I listen to much bad things, so no. Maybe I think that it's better not to have sons. Yes.
In the moment, I think I am studying to be a teacher, to have more time with my kids. I have 3 kids, and
Yes.
my first kid, or our son, is 21 years old. And when he go out to the high school, we didn't have internet still. And my second and last children have a lot of technology in their head and in their hands that I am feeling worried sometimes because the news that we see every day say that this problem increase.
Yes. It's so difficult. It's necessary to pay attention so much to your children to prevent that things.
Yes, I think the same. I have the same preoccupation.
Yes.
What do you think the cyberbullying is fine in other countries?
I have looking in the internet, and I found that in other countries like United States and the others, the problem is bigger because in that countries the children and teenagers use too much the technologies devices, the cell phones, the social media, and uh, I think that it's difficult to prevent that uh, because of the behave of teenagers nowadays. And I read that is the problem is bigger in that countries.
Yes. I was looking a campaign in Chile,
Yes.
a good campaigns that had 2 gold lions that shows for child making making with making a child like this, as if they have an arm or a weapon
Yes.
in their hands. Said one shot is enough, because cyberbullying represents one of the main causes of depression and suicide among kids at school. They say to, if you have a smartphone, use it wisely. Don't kill anyone's self-esteem. I think that is a great campaign.
Yes. I think that maybe here in Colombia, the government, I don't know, should create spaces of in TV, national channels, with items about this to prevent that events, showing videos, I don't know, examples, and the consequence that these acts can carry with children.
Yes, I agree with that. We have to wait sometimes that the laws that they enact can be performed or can be used or can give a good can give a real punishment for the people, that if they can think the next time they like to give to have a damage to others can believe in that. Maybe like the people who drink and drive. I think that the, how do you say multas in English?
What?
The fines, yes, the fines was a good strategy to decrease this problem. I think that maybe as the drinking drivers, we have to take fines for the others problems or crimes, offense, things like that.
Yes, I agree with you.
Okay, Luz, do you want to add some at this topic?
No, I think that it's fine with
Okay.
the information.
Okay, Luz. So we have recorded this video chat as it is to the meeting. We have some problems connection, but we have time to meet and to give proof of this.
Yes, I don't know if we can add this record to the other guys, or if we post only the record of both. I don't know.
Yes, because the other classmates told me that they are three that beginning at 7 p.m.
Yes.
and ending at 8 p.m.
Oh, yes. I'm going to stop the record and
Yes, I can think.